is UKPI. How can I help you?
Hello everyone. Can you hear me? Hopefully. Don't think anyone's in just now anyway. This is kind of just a little test, if you like, of audio levels and new stuff that I'm doing. But I'm here basically to, if you join in the live chat and what have you, to answer questions that maybe you just want to ask. But I've got a couple of questions anyway that I had through the chat. Couple of months back, weeks back, or what have you, and I held on to them because I thought it was better for me to actually talk you through them rather than just text. Text is a bit shit. So our first question, if I can read that, let me see. Let me put this on so I can read it. How do you change a client, and how can you make sure you get paid? There must be some rules to hours and commitment to a case. You can spend a lot of time and money on a case and spend 10 hours tracking a person activity and take a few photos or have proof when they wanted. How do you calculate the client's bill? That's a difficult one. What you normally do is what's called a retainer. You tell the client how long you suppose it might take by just the initial, them telling you what's involved, who they're looking for, and you will write all that down and then calculate in your mind how long you think it would take to do that job. And then you will tell the client, listen, it may take 10 hours, it may take 24 hours, it may take longer. What I will do is ask for a retainer, which is normally a percentage of what you would be asking for. So if it's £1,000 job, you would ask for a 20% retainer, £200 to carry on doing what you're doing. And if it goes over that time, then it's up to you to contact the client and ask basically if you want to, if they want you to carry on. If they want you to carry on, It's going to cost them money. If they don't, then you hand over what you have. It is that simple and that basic. If the client doesn't want to pay you in that way, then it's kind of like getting a builder to do an extension on your house and think, well, everything will stop and the builder will take stuff away. It's the same thing for a private investigator. Well, I won't hand you over what I've got. You won't gain anything, and I'll walk away with my retainer, my £200, and all the evidence that I've gleaned, and that's it, basically. It is how other people work in different industries, like the building industry or plumbing, electricity, anything like that. They would work along the same lines. Your retainer basically covers your costs for the initial investigation. But thanks for the question, Roy. Next question would be, is the CIA license coming anytime soon? I've looked into this, and as of July 2021, it doesn't seem like it's coming through yet. Is it possible to get an apprenticeship of sorts in this field? Very interesting question. SIA licensing is primarily for the security and doorman, the security industry. Now, they've been talking about this for years, trying to license private investigators. It hasn't come to fruition in the past, what can I say, maybe 5, 6, 7 years of them wanting to do it. And that is because of legal issues. In private investigation. Private investigation has nothing to do with security. The likelihood of you coming into contact with someone it basically means that you've not done your job right. You're in the background, you're hiding. All you're doing is what most other people do, is mucking about on your phone, taking pictures, this, that and the other, and you can't regulate for that. You're not asked at any point in your PI life in the UK to apprehend anyone. It just doesn't happen. In saying that, if a crime is being committed while you're on an investigation and you see that it's being committed, then it is your obligation, your right to report that to the authorities, whether that be the police or ambulance or even the local council if you saw something being wrong. You are obligated to do that. Is there an apprenticeship for private investigators? There may be. There may well be. At the time that I did this and before, no. There really wasn't. There's no quick route in. There's no easy way in. It's how do we say? You're a lone gun. You have to just go for it. Now the licensing board, if it was to come into power, would ask for you to be working for at least 2 years. At least 2 years. As a private investigator. So it's kind of like being a truck driver. You get your truck driver's license and you've got to drive for 2 years before you get a job. It's a bit shit. I know. And I get it. I understand that. Because running your own company isn't the easiest thing to do. In fact, it's the world's bloody... Well, notice how many grey hairs I've got on my head. They all came from... Each one of these is every bloody case and every decision that I had to make as the managing director of my company. Running a website, getting the name out there, doing everything is a very difficult thing to do. PI work is a lot easier than running a business. So, in saying that, apprenticeships, I would say no, not normally, because the majority of private investigation businesses, they have their people that they trust. They have an influx of people that trust them, and there's no fast track. There is no one listening just now, so I guess I'm just going to stop it there, but thank you very much for that question, Tahib. I had many more questions. I guess I should have, because I'm just getting into it now. I should have put up a few more. What I do want to say is the private investigation business is not by any stretch of the imagination an easy business to get into. But then, what business is? You're not going to become a plumber overnight. You're not going to become an electrician overnight. It's something that you have to work on. If you have the basis, the grounding, then you can maybe get to that next level slightly faster than normal. And the grounding that normally comes, that normally puts you towards private investigation is either police or security or even doorman and army would give you some sort of basis, because you're talking about investigation. You have to have the investigative mind to walk yourself through an investigation and get to the end of it. And not only do you have to do that, but you have to retrain yourself to make yourself do that a lot faster, because clients don't like to wait. So they don't have weeks, months or years to wait for you to come up with just one answer. They want to know off the bat. And this is the thing, you have to know how to deal with clients. You have to know how to deal with the subjects, the people that you're watching, so that you don't F up. Because if you do muck up, then it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you money. Like a plumber plumbing in a washing machine. If he doesn't plumb it in right first time and he floods someone's kitchen, hey, it's going to cost you money, because you're going to have to put that right and you're going to have to clean it all up. So I'm sorry about that. That's my bloody phone going off. I want to throw that in a bloody washing machine. But anyway, hopefully everyone has heard this okay. And I haven't put this out there as of yet, but I'm hoping that that has been some help to the two people anyway that have asked the questions. I specifically didn't answer those questions on my channel because I was going to speak to you in person, and there are a few others that, yes, I will do exactly the same. And believe me, if any of you guys want to ask me anything else, I will either, if it's one that I can answer directly to you, then I'll write it in a comment. If it's one that I think that will benefit the whole community, then I'll do another one of these streams and hopefully help the whole rather than just the one. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. I don't know if this has worked. Don't know if you like my new display and what have you. I'm looking over there. I don't know why I'm looking over there. It's here. It's behind me. It's behind me. Oh, my arm, my hand's gone. Oh, bloody hell. No, hopefully this has been slightly interesting, and if it has been interesting, please, what do all these YouTubers say? Chuck that comment down below. Give me that thumbs up and share. Oh, and I've even got a Patreon. If you want me to do slightly more and slightly in depth and more interesting stuff than this, then you can help me along by buying me a better one of these or something like that, which Patreon obviously helps me to do. Anyway, enough of the begging, guys. But please sub, like and share, and I'll see you all very, very soon. I mean, really soon. Thank you.
Till the next time, take care.